What up? What up? What up? It's time for another Fantastic Friday 5. All right, so last week I talked about my experience on September 11th, 2001, 20 years ago, and what happened with that. A very meaningful paradigm, life-shifting, changing event. And I said that next week I would share a story that's somewhat related to all of that as an attempt to lighten the mood. So here it goes. That semester, or I'm not sure if it was before September 11th or right after it, but my youth pastor and his family, who lived a mile from me, moved to Texas. And for Christmas that year, my mom got me a plane ticket to go see them and hang out with them. So I went over New Year's. It was great. Hung out, wrapped some houses. Another wrapping story for another time. We also had some fireworks. So at that time, fireworks were still illegal in Arizona, any kind. And so I had lots of fun throwing fireworks, blowing stuff up. Woohoo! When I went back to the airport, now you have to understand the airport in the aftermath of 9/11, any airport you went into was like maximum security prison that you were trying to visit or escape from. They had lots of scanning equipment. They made you take off your shoes. You had to get in line at the gate and take off your shoes and stand in a single file line while they scanned you to make sure nothing sinister was on your person. And they also had this table with two lights, a red light and a green light, and they would take people's bags at random at the gate, your carry-on, and put them on the table. And if they flashed green, you're all good. If they flashed red, not so good. So they took my bag and put it on a table. It flashed red. I don't have anything in there except clothes and more clothes. So he looks at me. What is in your bag? What do you have in here? Nothing. I have nothing. He says, opening the bag, and he's like, I want you to pull stuff out. I want you to go through things. I turned around. All throughout the terminals, there were, I don't know if they were military police or just military officers with huge either M1 or M16 rifles. I'm not great with that terminology. I get them confused. Huge assault rifles. I mean, massive. One of those guys had come right up behind me and was standing right behind me. So here I am, 16-year-old kid, being asked and questioned about his bag. When I finally realized what had happened, because he asked me a certain question, have you used any fireworks or explosives? And I said, yes, I did while I was here, but they're not in the bag. I don't have any. Did you wash your clothes you were wearing after you played with fireworks? Nope. So the table had picked up the powder residue from the fireworks on my clothes in the bag and suggested to them that I had an explosive or a bomb in the airport. So after that traumatic event, I was able to get in line, fly back home to Phoenix, and I remembered one important lesson. Always wash your clothes when you play with things that go boom. All right, so that's this week's Fantastic Friday 5. We'll have more Fantastic Friday 5s that aren't just random stories of mine. There'll be maybe some fun interviews or stories or other YouTube videos and different things. You just have to realize that I have a lot of these stories. A lot. All right, that's all for now. We'll see you this Tuesday for our new episode and back here next Friday for another Fantastic Friday 5.